everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Virtual Art Show Artist Spotlight Interview. My name is Victoria Cusimano, and I'd like to welcome painter and animal advocate Karin Brauns, who joins us today from Montreal, Canada. Karin uses acrylic paint, gold leaf, glitter dust, crystals, and more to bring out the particular features and feel of the animals she lovingly depicts in her artwork. Say hello, Karin.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for being with us today, Karin, as one of our spotlight artists to kick off this weekend's Beverly Hills Art Show. All of Karin's work can be purchased on her website at karinbrauns.com. She has amazing work, so anything you see throughout the cast, please log in and check it out. Karin, I'd like to get started on our interview. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from originally, where you've lived, and how you got interested in art and painting?
I am from the land of Vikings, Sweden. I grew up there. My dad is fully Swedish, and my grandparents from my mother's side came from Latvia during the Second World War. I left Sweden when I was 18. I have lived in a few different countries: Greece, England, New Zealand, Australia, and been in the United States for 7 years now. I traveled a lot of places elsewhere as well around the world. And I'm here in California, Los Angeles, but right now in Montreal, that I usually spend my summers.
Karin, earlier we talked and you told me some really exciting news that's happened recently with you. Can you share that with everybody? I think it's amazing.
It is amazing, and I'm so grateful to finally call myself American.
So let's get started on the interview and your artwork. So you're an animal advocate, and I noticed in your paintings, they're themed around animals. A lot of them are in couples and in pairs. Can you tell us a little bit about the animals and the pairs?
Growing up, I always have something special for animals. I treated them like humans. I always spoke with them and had lots of pets. And they're just so real to me. How they feel, they're emotionally, like an animal can never lie to you, really. It only shows how they feel and if you like you or not. Traveling and living so many other lives already, I can say, like from Australia to England is very different. And I met so many amazing, incredible characters and people that reminded me of those animals I met in my life. And everyone can relate to that in different identities, maybe some behavior they have, for example. And I love to do animal couples because I think it's really important in life, especially as humans. We are a social animal. And the people that are around us that we foster, like the relationship we are in, family, mom, dad, kids, maybe your own little pet chicken, they're so important. And for me in my art, I think I put my emotions and everything I've been through in life on the canvas and showing that in the animals and especially in their eyes. I love doing animal couples because every single couple have their, way of being, and animals have their own personalities like we do.
Yes. Ooh. And who's your friend that you have here today?
This is my little Flufaroo. It's a chicken, but she looks like a little Muppet almost. It's a silky. She's very, very cuddly. So I thought I will bring her with me.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Also more of the pears and the turtles.
Yep.
And the jellyfish. Looking at the jellyfish, how has your work evolved from your earlier techniques?
It changed a lot. And I started to use different mediums or more mediums too. I like using acrylics. It dries fast, and I like to work on different paintings, not just one at one time, and different colors. Colors is my go-to. For that one example, it's made of acrylics, obviously, and Art Expo. And it also have 2 genuine diamonds in there, and a little bit of, like, you can't really see it, but some shimmering stones in the end of it. It also glows in the dark.
So is that a layering process? And how does that, how do you work that technique?
It is a layering process. I start with the background, and depending on what mood I am on, I love blues. For me, keeps me calm. And then I paint the jellyfish, and then I put the resin on. And then from there, I put more resin on, and from there, more resin. But I mix it up a little bit differently.
Beautiful.
Thank
Now,
you.
some of your newer work incorporates luxury brands with the animals and the creatures in your paintings. What inspired that?
So for that one, life is in process all the time, always a change. And I think it's very beautiful, especially with that, the butterflies, how it started and how the process is from that, caterpillar going in that cocoon. In that cocoon, it almost like decomposes itself to the very fine essence. It's like almost nothing left of there. It's almost like dying, but then it turns into a butterfly with wings. Like life is so amazing sometimes, especially with different animals and how they are and how they feel and how we feel sometimes. And to make that more outstanding, I put some crystals on there. And Chanel, it's like that. We love being beautiful, right? And we like style, like look at your style.
And we love the bling.
And we like the bling, exactly.
Very nice.
What's for breakfast, she asked. That's my Tiffany rabbit. At the carrot there is a ring. And I actually put genuine real diamonds in there. What is that rabbit saying to that hopefully female rabbit, I think? Maybe have a surprise. Maybe it's that the ring. Who knows? And also from the movie, I noticed that when she's staring in the window, she's eating a Danish and she's holding a coffee cup, right? Like that one there.
Audrey Hepburn, yes.
Exactly.
Love it.
Yeah, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I love that. So I'd love to know a little bit more about the next few slides and what inspired them. They're so Beverly Hills, and I really love your whole concept that you have for this interview.
This is Dom Perignon chimpanzees. I made the bottles. Oh yeah, great for close-up. The monkey got 2 genuine diamonds in its eyes, and the bottle is crystals that I put. And that was kind of it took me quite some time sitting there and like put every single little crystal on there, and then the bananas. And these monkeys, they're so like us, we have almost like, I think 98% same genes. They're so smart, they're so colorful, they're so real. And it's so sad what's happening with chimpanzees right now. That's why I wanted to put that in there. Like, and even how you feel when you have too much champagne, right? You always want to hug maybe someone you love and they're like, yeah, what's going on? And it's kind of like they had a lot of great champagne and now they're relaxing and just loving each other and hoping that they will survive for a long time.
No, I really love the I Dior you. Just
I Dior you. So this material is quite different. So well, I was a very lucky girl for my birthday in July, and I got a Dior bag, and I saved the paper and the ribbons, and the stripes of the zebras are made of those ribbons.
Oh, wow.
And then I have Swarovski, which is the nice finest stones, crystals in their eyes. It's also made of 24K gold.
The whole background?
Just to make it a little more Beverly Hills, on the top kind of thing. But they showing a lot of emotion there too, how we kind of protect her and showing, emotion.
They're nuzzling. It's so sweet.
Exactly, the nuzzling.
Sweet. I love that.
There you can see a little bit more of the ribbons, how they reflect in the gold. I love working with gold. That one is the Luxurious Nectar. I'm shortly after the nectar in the Chanel bottle. You can't really see it there, but it's a little bit of crystals in there as well. And 2 hummingbirds.
They're beautiful. And what's this one saying?
Roarsome. It's my LV tiger. He is made of acrylic and a little bit of bronze kind of things. And Yeah, I wonder what he means. He looks a bit angry, but he's just spitting out all those LVs, showing some power or roaring it out, I should say.
And then, and your flamingos.
I love flamingos. They're always so much fun. This one is called Tangled, and it's made of Swarovski crystals. So I made the necklace, all of that, and a little bit of what did I put there? I put some diamond dust in the water to make it sparkle a little bit.
Now, are these two paintings that would go side by side?
Yeah, so they're two paintings, and you can put them however you want, separate it, or maybe like even that if you don't like each other one day, however you want. But two, yeah, it's a couple.
Love that. In terms of technique or skill, what is the most challenging or difficult task in making your art?
The connection between them. As you can see, I love painting everything that's alive and just giving that emotion between them and like what is really like going on between that animal couple, what is happening, what are they doing. So capturing that, I think it's the most difficult. I love to work in different stages as well. That one obviously acrylic and gold, and depending on the daylight, I like to do a lot of detailed in the morning, and at night more abstract stuff, more colors and splashes or things like that. Oh, and that's another bee. That bee I made in Chicago 2 weeks ago, and that was a lot of stages. It's actually small little mirrors there. You can see the honeycomb. And it's also made of art resin that oh my God, the process was kind of long. I have to wait it for dry and keep on going. So I also put a little bit of crystals in there, but it's kind of like the honey is really melting, you know, and it's showing almost what's happening with the bees right now around the world. You know, they're dying, and it's so sad from all those diseases and what we are doing to them, to climate change. And it's like time is running out. So that honey symbolizes that, like it's melting away, and we can't live without them, right?
It's so realistic too. Your painting is just, there's so much detail.
I actually put it God, why am I pointing? Work of Gucci, like kind of falling apart too.
Right.
In it. But yeah, I love Gucci brand, so why not put some honey in there, because it's sweet and it's cool when we like honey, right?
Right. So you just told us a little bit about your work entitled Honey and the Bees. Have you had any other career besides art? And if so, was it helpful in your terms of what you do now as an artist, or was it completely unrelated? Or how are the two connected?
I am an actor or actress, and I think as an actor, you're someone's puppet. Like you pretend to being something. So in terms of being an actor, you have to put yourself in some other person's life or scenario or life, which is very, very cool. But then you're getting guided through what you're doing, and the story is already there. As an artist, I can be my own boss.
So there's been a process in your art making, which did you feel it? I guess you mentioned it. The resin, was that the most difficult to master for you?
Yep. I think a lot of artists can recall that. Oh my God, the first time.
Different than most paintings. I mean, this is a unique technique that you use in your paintings, correct?
Yeah, and it's very fun too. It's so much you can do with it, but you got to know how to handle it. And if you want it precise and perfect, it might not be an easy one, you know, to level up and make sure there's no crazy stuff. And I have a big cat running around too around me in the studio, and you got a lot of hair, so that can be kind of annoying when you realize actually the turtle I did that was there before. I woke up in the morning and found this like massive long hair. I was like, no. But on this one, actually it's not easy either to take photos when you work with resin and glass and stuff like that. But that one has, you can see the shells have little crystals in each of them. And it also glows in the dark. And some of the coral as well have crystals. And to making that hair disappear, I did not want to file it down. I've done it before on one of my pieces, and oh my goodness, not fun to redo the coat. I had to actually put paint with the resin kind of as a layer on top to make the water more popping.
It really gives it dimension. I love it. Have you participated in the Beverly Hills Art Show before? And if you have, can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
I have, and it means a lot to me because that was my first ever art show I did. Showing your art for someone, like in real life, there's no better feeling. You know, you have someone that is drawn to one of your paintings, they come in and they're just standing there and giving that feeling to someone, or you seeing them like thinking about something else, maybe something in their past, in the future, make them feel something. For an artist to see that and feel that and have people appreciate that, that's just amazing. And being outdoors, I mean, the Beverly Hills, it's beautiful. And in that park setting, wow.
So I have seen you at the art show and you have amazing work, and I have seen your work in person. I just wanted you to share your experience with our audience. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Audrey, who's going to share some questions from our viewers with you today.
We do have a couple questions. What is your favorite animal to paint?
I like to paint. I do like my big cats. I don't. They're just so powerful. I guess I'm a lion too. Maybe that's something, or Leo. But I also like doing a lot of water animals, like turtles, little seahorses, or my jellyfishes and stuff. Because my favorite is the blues. So I would say, yeah, big cats, whatever it is, lion, tiger, leopard, and water animals.
Someone else is asking if there is another big project that you're working on.
Right now, I am working on some frogs, actually, and dolphins, a new elephant piece. I also do actually a little bit of wine art, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Some nice bottles and brands, which I'm not going to tell you which ones it will be yet.
Let them know maybe where they can purchase your artwork again. I know I mentioned at the beginning, but if you'd like to give them a few words.
Absolutely. You can find my work on my website, which is karinbrauns.com, even Etsy, Amazon, and Saatchi Art.
Thank you, Karin. We appreciate you being here today. Today was just a snapshot of some of Karin's amazing work. As mentioned earlier, all of her work can be purchased on her website. And thank you for everyone for joining us today and watching. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.